Okay, good afternoon. Ilan yung naroon sa mag-represent ng kanilang chapter 1? Ilang groups? Meron bang mag-represent ngayon? Sige. Kaklasehin ko muna kayo bago sa sila man sabihin mo mag-set up na doon. Sige, ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon is about chapter 2. Okay, we will discuss chapter 2 and how you are going to work on your chapter 2. So everything should be finished in chapter 1 and you should proceed with chapter 2. So chapter 2 is basically a review of literature. Okay? So there are two types of literatures that you are going to review. Okay? This is a very important component of your research project or research proposal. Without literature survey, so take note, without literature survey, you will not be able to substantiate all your claims and you will not be able to justify all your uh, statements written in the rationale of the study. Okay, so here I will be sharing my screen. Yeah, nakikita ninyo itong screen ko. Okay, so let us define. So as presented in your, this is included in your manual. Okay, so a literature review is a survey of scholarly sources that provides an overview of a particular topic. Literature reviews are a collection of the most relevant and significant publication regarding the topic in order to provide a comprehensive look of what has been said on the topic and by whom. Okay? So the basic components of literature review include first, description of the publication, summary of the publication's main points, discussion of gaps in research, and evaluation of publication's contribution to the topic. Okay? So you're going to identify what are the research gaps, what has been done, no, and what need to be done in a particular research topic. Okay? So dito niyo malalaman ano na baga ang nagawa doon sa inyong pinopropose na topic. May mga pag-aaral na bang ginawa in the past? Are there any research studies that had been conducted in the past? Or what research study need to be done in your topic? Okay? So there is a gap. No, there is a gap. Okay? The reason why you are going to do the literature review. Another thing is that you should collect those relevant and significant information, okay, that are needed in your research. This is the very purpose is to augment the substance of your research, to justify your research. Okay? Take note that this is a scholarly survey of scholarly sources. Not everything, no, can be included in your literature. So only include those scholarly sources, okay, and you are going to do some articulation of these publications, okay. So mostly all the literatures that you can include in your chapter 2 are those published, no, published information, published researches, okay, in line with your research, okay. So a body or text that aims to review the critical points of the current knowledge on a particular topic, a comprehensive survey of publications in a specific field of study or related to a particular line of research, a summary of existing published literature made by experts who select and weigh findings available from the literature. You also consider a summary and interpretation of research findings reported in the literature and a process and documentation of current relevant literature regarding a particular topic or subject of interest. Okay? So, take note of existing published literature, summary and interpretation of research findings. So you have to take a look on this and what particular a specific field of study related to a particular line of research. Okay? So last time in the preparation of your introduction, sabi nga natin, we could we could include some literature survey, no? So, in the introduction. So, what is the difference between introduction versus the literature review? Introduction is at the beginning of the text. Okay, is the start of your chapter 1. Literature review is located after the introduction or background. Okay, introduces the main text to the readers. Okay, however, literature review is critically evaluates the existing research on the selected research area and identifies the research gap. Introduction have elements such as background, outline, key issues, thesis statement, aims and purpose of the paper, and definition of terms and concepts. So yan yung part ng iyong chapter 1. However, in the literature review, you have summaries, reviews, critical evaluation, and comparisons of selected research studies. Okay, sabi ko nga, you have to select, no? You have to select those research studies that can be included in your chapter 2. Hindi lahat ng nakita ninyo na literature or past studies can be included in your chapter 2. You have to select those scholarly outputs only. No? Hindi pa pwede na ilagay mo dito na hindi naman siya karapat-dapat mapalagay sa chapter 2, no? Na siya ay magiging garbage lang doon sa chapter 2, no? Mostly students are doing chapter 2 at pag binasa mo, everything is garbage, no? Pwedeng itapon sa basurahan ang chapter 2, no? Hindi pwedeng ganon. This is a critical review. Take note of this. This is a critical review. Hindi basta lang nakapaglagay at nakapag-copy and paste. No? Take note, chapter 2 is review of literature, hindi copying of literature or copy and paste of literature. Okay? You have to critically evaluate, no? The findings, the summary of findings, the research results, okay? So that you will be able to identify ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng inyong research doon sa mga past researches, no? Yung kasi ang bottom line, no? At the end of the review, you should be able to determine the similarities. You will be able to determine the differences, no? Of one research to another and compare to your research. Ano ba ang meron doon sa mga nangyari doon sa mga past studies na yon? Eh, ano ba yung ginawa? Ano ba yung naging results? Ano naman yung gagawin ko? Ano naman yung pagkakaiba? No? Kung wala kang makitang pagkakaiba, this is just a duplication of research. Hindi ito researchable topic. Take note of that. Okay? Minsan naglalagay lang, basta lang nakapaglagay, hindi naman makita kung ano ba yung similarities, hindi rin makita yung pagkakaiba, yung differences. Okay? So very important yung literature review. That is the most important part of your research proposal. Okay? Maganda yung talagang there is a comprehensive literature survey conducted in your research. Okay? Okay, so structure of literature review and article. Okay, so from general to specific, topic background and supporting idea. So literature review versus systematic review. Okay. So what's the difference? No? A literature review is a critical evaluation of existing published work in a selected research area. However, a systematic review is a type of literature review that is focused on a particular research question. So very limited itong systematic review. Literature review aims to review existing literature, identify the research gaps, place the research study in relation to other studies. Yan nga ang sinasabi ko. Okay, you identify ano ba ang relationship or similarities nitong studies na ito to other studies, evaluate promising research methods, and to suggest further research. However, systematic review aims to identify, review, and summarize the best available research on a specific research question. Literature review research question is formed after writing the literature review and identifying the research gap. A research question is formed at the beginning of the systematic review. So yun yung pagkakaiba niya. An essential component of a research study is done at the beginning of the study. Okay. However, for systematic review, not followed by separate research study. Okay. So a literature review is important because it explains the background of research on the topic. It demonstrates why a topic is significant to a subject area. It discovers relationships between research studies, ideas. It identifies major themes, concepts, and researchers on a topic and identifies critical gaps and points of disagreement and discusses further research questions that logically come out of the previous studies. So, what are the purposes of literature review? You define and limit the problem. Okay? So ito yung ginagawa natin. We define the limitations of your study. You develop familiarity with the topic and you limit research to a subtopic within a larger body of knowledge. Second is you place a study in a historical perspective. You analyze the way in which the study relates to existing knowledge and avoid unintentional and unnecessary replication. Yan sinasabi ko sa inyo, no? Pag hindi kayo nag-review ng literature, hindi niyo alam, ay meron na palang nagawa nito. No, ito pala ay nagawa na nung mga unang batches ng ME. Ito pala ay nagawa na nung last year, no? Wala kang kamalay-malay, yung palang yung ginagawang research ay nagawa na at na-extend na. May mga beneficiary na o inuulit mo lang. Okay? So kung mangyaring ganun, kailangan malaman mo ano naman yung gagawin mong modification. Okay? So, say for example, you are doing this literature review and you were able to find that there is really an existing research on this topic or really the studies had been conducted already. So, what modifications can you propose or can you make in order to avoid yung duplication or replication of research, no? Hindi kasi pwedeng nire-replicate lang ninyo o dinuduplicate yung research, no? Kasi wala nang bago, walang bagong knowledge. Awareness of prior studies so as to avoid unneeded replication. Replication is reasonable if it is needed to verify prior results. Yan, pwede mong gawin yun. Kung may further studies, no, para ma-verify mo yung prior results. Investigate results that failed to be significant or relate problem to a specific site. No? So, you select promising methods and measures. Doon pa rin. Through literature review, pwede mong malaman what applicable research methods can be used. No? Ano ba yung ginamit doon sa isang study? Can I use these methods, the same methods? No? Knowledge of and insight into specific research designs for investigating a problem. No? So usually, in every research, makikita mo in chapter 3, research methodology, the research design that had been employed in the study. Okay? Can you use this particular research design in your own research, in your research? Okay? Awareness of specific instruments. No, sampling procedures and data analysis. No? Sabi nga natin, in research methodology, there are two questions that need to be answered. One is how will you collect your data? Okay, the first question. And the second is how will you analyze and interpret your data? So these are the procedures, these are the instruments, these are the data gathering and data analysis, no, that you are going to do, okay, in your research. Okay, the very purpose is to validate or to evaluate the research variables stipulated in your research objectives. Okay, next is relate findings to previous knowledge and suggest future research needs. No? So ano ba yung mga findings ng mga previous studies? At ano, how can you relate it? No? And suggest future research needs. Relating prior research to what is known places current study in perspective. This knowledge allows researcher to focus problem on what is not known. And then you can develop research hypothesis. Okay? So suggestions for a specific research hypothesis can be considered. Okay? So design of literature review. Kapag ikaw ay gagawa ng literature review, you can do some narrative review. Okay? So these are designs of literature review. Selective review of literature that broadly covers a specific topic. Does not follow strict systematic methods to locate and synthesize articles. You can also consider systematic review. It utilizes exacting research strategies to make certain that the maximum event of relevant research has been considered. You consider original articles. Okay? These are methodologically appraised and synthesized. And lastly, we can consider meta-analysis. This is quantitatively combines the results of the studies that are the results of systematic literature review. It is capable of performing a statistical analysis of the full results of relevant studies. When we need to do a literature review, kailan tayo kailangang mag-conduct ng literature review? At the beginning of the research project. Now, during the proposal, okay, the preparation of your research proposal, conceptualization of the research proposal, at the early stage, you should do literature review. No? May mga nagpo-propose ng topic na hindi man lang nag-conduct ng literature review. Kaya pag tinanong mo, hindi naman masagot. No? Ano bang ibig sabihin nitong method na ito? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng inyong gagawin? Nagtitinginan lang. No, yung 5 nagtitinginan. Dati 3 lang ang nagtitinginan. Ngayon 5 na kayong nagtitinginan. No? So at the beginning of the research project, doon pa lang sa conceptualization ng topic, you should do literature review. Anong purpose? No? You gain understanding. You gain understanding of the topic itself. No? You understand kung ano yung gagawin, yung mga research variables that you are going to evaluate. No, from literature review, doon ka makakagather ng mga research variables. No? Many cases, no, pag tinanong mo, no, upon the evaluation of the topic, okay, hindi naman masagot. No, tumitingin-tingin lang, no? And then wala, tapos na. No, papalitan na yung topic kasi hindi alam. Okay? So, in chapter 2, of course, you have to do literature review. In chapter 1 even, no? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, in crafting your introduction, in background of the study, you should include literature review. No? And likewise for chapter 3. Okay? Second, constantly update during research. No, from time to time, kahit pa ikaw ay nasa chapter 3 na, no? Magre-literature review ka pa rin. So, ina-update mo yan. Dinadagdagan mo from time to time. No, do not stick on a limited literature only. No, hindi pwede. Dagdagan mo siya, i-update mo siya. And finally, when writing discussion and conclusion chapters, even in chapter 4, even in chapter 5, no, there are literature needed. Okay? Doon sa chapter 4, discussion, presentation, analysis of results, yan ay kailangan mo pa rin ng literature review. Okay? Para mo ma-interpret ng todo ng maayos yung iyong naging results. Okay? So what are sources of literature? Napakarami na ngayon. Actually, hindi na problema yung sources ng literature. Okay? Nung unang panahon, ang mga researchers mahirap kasi walang online resources. Ngayon ang dami na. Okay? So, lahat ay pwede mong ma-download, no? Minsan nga natatapos ang research, hindi na pumupunta ng library, no? Nakalimutan na ang library search, which is part of your literature review, no? So kayo ba ay sino na sa inyo ang nakapunta man lang sa library, no? Humawak noong mga hardbound copies doon ng mga ME? Yung man lang hinawakan kahit na hindi binuklat. Sino sa inyo ang pumunta na at gasuminsay na din sa library habang nakapila kayo din sa akin habang consultation, intay muna at malayo-layo pa ang pila, makasinsay muna din sa library at makahagpus din sa isang hardbound, pampaswerte. Wag na yung buklatin nyo man lang hinagpus, no, na parang puon o kulay maroon yun, parang Santo Niño, kumbaga. Sino sa inyo? Wala. Ay, nakalimutan na ninyo yung library research. No, which is part of your literature survey. Pupunta ka doon sa library, titingnan mo yung mga hardbound copies doon. Uy, ito pala yung aking ginagawa. Ito pala yung aking pinopropose. Ito pala yung nagawa na noong 2019. Ito pala ay si Sir din ang advisor. Ay, paano tayo ngayon mangungopya nito? Di ko pag kinopya natin, alam na ni Sir. Kumbaga. So, pupunta sa library. No? Para ngayon, ang pagpunta sa library, Hoy, Andro, excuse na. Meron doong grupo ng mga batang magse-set up ko na yan. Ako may pupunta, tinatapos ko na rin lecture. Thank you. Merong mga estudyante talagang pahirap-pang pumunta ngayon sa school. No, pag naturingang online, talagang ayaw pumunta sa school. Parang ang feeling nila napakalaking hirap sa buhay nila na sila'y online, sila'y pupunta dito. No, alam niyo ang nakapag-chat sa akin ngayong araw na ito? No? Dahil kayo ay online, ay may pupunta at magpipresent ng face-to-face. Malaking issue. Ang ikinatatakot kayo, baka mamaya ako irereklamo eh. No? Ano bang masamang kayo face-to-face kung kayo makausap ko at makritiko yung inyong paper? Unlike din pagka kayo ay nag-present, na pag tinanong ko kayo at kayo ay nagbigay ako ng comment, hindi naman kayo na-emit. Ha? Di ba yun ang purpose? Para mapaganda yung laman ng inyong chapter 1, may presentation, may critiquing. No, parang hirap na hirap kayo. Parang big deal sa inyo ang pagpunta din sa university. Alam niyo hindi kayo makakatapos ng thesis ninyo kung kayo naririyan lang sa loob ng bahay ninyo. Yun ang tatandaan ninyo. No? Kailangan ninyong makausap ang inyong advisor, kailangan ninyong makausap ang magpunta kayo sa library, tingnan ninyo din yung mga ginagawa nila. Ano ba yung mga nagawa na? At least man lang meron kayong idea. No, sa inyo, big deal ang pumunta sa university pagka online. No? Pagka naturingang online week, talagang Diyos ko po, big deal. No, big deal talaga. No, ang dami lagi may nagtanong, no? Yan. So these are literature, books, journals, no, conference papers, thesis and dissertation, no, bibliographies, maps, internet, yan. Everything naririto. Meron tayong mga gray literature dito, no? So ano ba yung gray literature? Meron tayong tinatawag na white versus gray literature, no? White literature can be taken from journal articles, books, and news articles. However, gray literature, no, can be taken from research reports, clinical trials, standards, statistics, conference papers, maps, patents, policy documents, and theses. Okay? Gray literature can provide more local information or alternative perspectives. it can be more difficult to find. Okay? Gray literature can be more current than formally published research literature and vary, and quality of this literature varies. So meron tayong annotated bibliography, okay? Annotated bibliography comments on the relevance and quality of the information. Literature review establishes a relationship between different sources and highlight the gaps in knowledge. Annotated bibliography sources are analyzed separately. However, in literature review, information from different sources are analyzed together. The source is indicated at the beginning of each section. The sources are listed at the end of the document as a bibliography. No? Kaya sabi ko nga sa inyo, during the conduct, no, during the conduct of your literature review, no, dapat during citation, gumagawa kayo ng mga citation, gumagawa na rin kayo ng list of references or bibliography. Kasi dapat one-to-one correspondence yan. Everything you cited, dapat makita natin yan sa bibliography. No? Minsan maraming estudyante ang nandadaya doon sa bibliography. No? Yung naroon sa text, sa body ng report, mga citation, hindi mo naman makita doon sa bibliography at kung ano-anong mga nakalagay doon. Okay? So priority ninyo na ilagay yung lahat ng citation ginawa ninyo, say in chapter 2, in chapter 1, doon sa bibliography ninyo at the end of the proposal. Okay? Kailangan makita yun one-to-one. Correspondence. Yes, Alma. Kita mo din yan, hindi ka nagbabasa, puntahan mo yung appendix yan sa iyong hawak na manual ngayon, naririyan, ni Harvard, ni APA. No, naririyan yung ano lahat na din yan. You check, yan ang susundan ninyo. No? Yan ay supposed to be na-discuss na sa research methods. Yan ay review lang. Naririyan sa inyong anong itinatanong niyo kung may format. Sadyang yan ay standard. No? Kailangan ninyo and we are using APA format. So tingnan niyo diyan, naririyan sa likod, no? Different sources, different citation, different style, no? Naririyan niyan. Sources are listed alphabetically. Sources are integrated together according to relevance. Okay? Yan. So these are the types of literature. We have primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay? So increasing level of detail, no? From tertiary to primary. Increasing time to publish from primary to tertiary. Okay? So in steps in narrative review, so ito na yung gagawin ngayon ninyo. You identify a topic, supposed to be may topic na kayo. You do research and finding literature. You evaluate literature. Reading literature critically. Take note na, may reading. No? Hindi pwedeng copying lang. Binabasa dapat yung literature. Hindi basta lang na-capture doon, na-copy at na-paste doon sa inyong chapter 2. Ha? Evaluating literature. So, ibig sabihin, magsisele ka dito, i-evaluate mo ano bagay yung literature na yon, no? Yung bagay ay pwedeng isali o tanggalin ko, walang relasyon sa aking study. So, you do evaluation. And then after that, kung nakapag-shortlist ka na, you read the literature. So, reading literature critically. And then you do analysis. You analyze literature. And then synthesize. Saka ka palang magsusulat. Writing and presenting literature review. No, ang iba, nagsulat na agad. Hindi man lang binasa. No, kasi copy and paste lang. No, kaya hindi ka makapag-synthesize. Kasi hindi mo binasa. Hindi mo inanalyze. Hindi mo maintindihan kung ano ang takbo ng iyong discussion sa chapter 2. Ha? Meron kang narrative review. Yun nga ang sinasabi natin. There is a narrative review. Okay, this is one design of doing literature review. Narrative review. No? Ito yung parang storytelling. No? Nagkukwento ka. No? You are citing several researches, no? Merong ito yung magkakatugma, pero meron namang nag-a-argue, okay? Yung findings ng isang study and how are you going to reconcile it, okay? So in the end, you are going to do synthesis and then in the end, finally, you are going to write and present your literature review. Hindi mo na magsusulat, no? Hindi mo na magsusulat, maghahanap muna, mag-a-identify, mag-i-evaluate muna, no? And then babasahin, no? Ang nawawala yung reading, no? Sa inyo walang reading, no? Kaya yung chapter 2, yung word na review of literature, ay di copy and paste of literature. Yun na ang pamagat. No, copying na lang. No, you just copy and pasted the literature. Copy and paste. No? Yun na lang ang ginagawa ninyo ngayon. No, you have to read. No, doon ninyo maiintindihan yung topic ninyo kapag kayo nagbasa. Kaya minsan, pagdating ng defense, nagugong, napaparitopic, na-re-defense, kasi hindi naiintindihan ang topic. No, kasi kulang sa pagbabasa. You have to read. You have to read and read and read and read. No, ganyan yung nagagawa ng research. Minsan nagtataka ako, bakit ba nagpo-propose ka ng topic, pag tinanong mo yung mga key terms, halimbawa sa title pa lang, hindi maipaliwanag kung anong ibig sabihin. Pero nakalagay sa topic, nakalagay sa title, habang-haba ng title. Nung tanungin mo naman, hindi naman masagot kung ano ang ibig sabihin nun, kung ano ang gagawin. Napakarami ng ganyan. Yan. So, searching and finding literature. So, meron tayong bibliographic information. You have your abstract and full text, formal and informal sources of literature, print and online literature. So, mahalaga rin ito mga print literature. No? Do not depend on simply on online literature. Although, there are huge online literature, pero better pa rin na kayo mag-consult sa mga thesis dito sa library, tingnan ninyo yung ginawa nila, no? Para maintindihan ninyo yung procedure, okay, ng paggagawa ng research. Okay? And then evaluating literature, evaluation for relevance, and evaluation for reliability. Okay? So dapat yung audience mo, kino-consider mo, yung authority, yung bias, currency nung iyong literature, baka naman niya kopong-kopong pa, no? So, mag-start kayo, maybe 2019, yun yung pinaka lumang literature from year 2019 to present. And then, of course, the school. Okay? So, critical reading, no? Passive versus active reading. Yan, gagawin mo yan, no? Pre-reviewing, reading, taking notes, and responding critically. Okay, analyzing, varying definition of key terms, methodology use, enough evidence for claims, finding consistent with those of similar studies. And then you do synthesis, synthesizing literature. How does each reading relate to your topic and purpose? Kapareho ba? Ano mo inire-relate? Define your argument. Okay? Identify major trends or patterns emerging from the readings. Reassemble your notes based on the results of readings using organizational aids such as post-it, flags, etc. Yan. So ito yung nag-organize ka na dito Kasi inaano mo na kung ano yung magiging sunod-sunod na discussion. You create a detailed topic outline. Yan, gagawa ka ng ilang topic outline. Later, tuturuan ko kayo ng paggagawa ng topic outline. Which is very important, guide in literature review. Okay? Note on your topic outline relationship among studies, which researchers, what page, etc. support its point. Note consistency of results from study to study. Yan nga, sinasabi ko, magkakapareho lang ba? Is there a consistent result? O, ito yung study ni ganito, ito rin ang pinag-uusapan dito, ano naman yung result niya, ano naman yung another result. Note discrepancies among studies, no? And provide possible explanation. Okay? Note landmark studies and if replicated. Note how individual studies self-illustrate or advance theoretical beliefs. You note the gaps or areas needing more research and make sure your detailed outline follows a logical sequence of topics and subtopics. This will give your literature review the coherence it needs. So a general organization looks like a panel, no? A broader topics, subtopics, and studies like yours. So ganito, from macro to micro, no? So it looks like a panel. How to organize studies. So may chronological organization tayo, publication date, and then by trend. Second is thematic, a structure which considers different themes and methodological. Okay, focuses on the methods of the researcher, qualitative versus quantitative approaches. No? So you manage the links between the studies, yan. No? Kailangan maganda yung pakapag ano, yung transition, no? No, one study to another. No, kaya gagamitan mo. Similarly, author B points to. Likewise, author C makes the case that author D also makes this point. Again, it is possible to see how author E agrees with author D. Ganyan yung paggagawa, pagdi-discuss. Disagreement, lalagyan mo ngayon. However, author B points to. On the other hand, author C makes the case that conversely, yan yung mga nevertheless, so yan yung mga gagamitin ninyo para ma-improve mo yung one study, one findings to another. May transition ba? No? Hindi yung basta na lang pumasok, basta mo na lang sinabi. Okay. So, similarly, ibig sabihin magkakapareho yung ano, in agreement. No, likewise. No, again, yan yung mga ginagamit nating terms. Disagreement, however, on the other hand, conversely, nevertheless, yan. Then gagawa ka ng summary table. No? The tables could include columns with headings kasi author, type of study, sample, design, data collection efforts, and key findings. No? This is useful to prepare the summary table. Example, ito yon. So meron kang matrix na gagawin, no? May citation ka, the main objectives ng research, scope, limitations, and delimitation, the environment, the methods, and the conclusions. So yan dapat yung makikita mo dun sa matrix. And then citation styles, yan. Oh, yan, may example na tayo dito. Pero dapat matingnan din ninyo diyan sa likod ng inyong manual yung APA. No, style. Oh, halimbawa, information prominence citation. Example, for viscoelastic fluids, the behavior of the time-dependent stresses in the transient shear flows is also very important. So, meron ka nga yung citation din, Boger et al., 1974. Yeah. Author prominence citation, close, no, 1983, developed a simplified theory using an analogy between heat and mass transfer and the equivalent heat transfer only case. Several authors have suggested that automated testing should be more readily acceptable. Okay? Balser, 1989. Stahl, 1989. And Carver and Ty, 1991. So, yan yung mga citation styles. Okay. Then, reporting verbs. Yan, paano ka? Ano yung mga gagamitin mong verbs? Argue, assert, assume, challenge, claim, contend, contradict, describe, dispute, emphasize, establish, examine, find, maintain, note, object, observe, persuade, propose, prove, purport, recommend, refute, reject, remark, suggest, support. Yan. So ito yung mga pwede mong gamiting verbs. Then verb tenses. Oh, present tense, kailan gagamitin? A statement about what the thesis, chapter, or section does. Example, this thesis presents a report of an investigation into. This chapter thus provides a basis for the next. In this section, the results from the first set of experiments are reported. So present, a statement of a generally accepted scientific fact. Oh, examples, there are three factors that control the concentration of aluminum in seawater. Oh, the present yan. There are. Okay? The finite rate coefficients have an effect on heat transfer through a horizontal porous layer. Okay, so yan yung present tense. Oh, kailan mo naman another present? No, conditions, a review of current research work or immediate relevance to your study. Okay? Slush 2016 concludes that hydraulic rate has a significant effect on future performance. You can also consider comments, explanation, evaluative statements made by you when you are reviewing previous studies. Examples, therefore, this consequential approach is empirical in the real world where projects are typically large and activities from one stage may be carried out in parallel with the activities of another stage. So ito yung parang iyong comments, ito yung iyong parang opinion, no? Base dun sa nabasa mo. Okay? The reason for this anomalous results is that the tests were done at low hydraulic rates at which the plastic was not completely wetted. Okay? Verb tenses, past naman ang gagamitin, past tense. Okay. Report contents, findings, and conclusion of past research. Example, Haverfield, 1998, showed, naka-past tense siya, that the velocity of many enzyme reactions was slowed down if the end product had an increased paramagnetism. Allington, 1999, found that the temperatures varied significantly over time. Okay, past tense ang ginagamit. Okay? Present perfect, kailan mo gagamitin naman yun? In citation where the focus is on research area of several authors. Example, several studies have provided, yan, present perfect, support the suggestion that the amount of phonological recording that is carried out depends on orthographic depth. Joint roughness has been characterized by a number of authors. Yan. So, doon mo gagamitin yung present perfect. Second condition, to generalize about the extent of the previous research. Many studies have been conducted in this field. Few researchers have examined this technique. There has been extensive research into. Yan yung mga example. Kung kailan mo gagamitin yung present perfect tense. And therefore, a good literature review is focused. The topic should be narrow. You should only present ideas and only report on studies that are closely related to topic. Concise. Ideas should be presented economically. Don't take any more space than you need to present your ideas. It should be logical. The flow within and among a paragraph should be a smooth, logical progression from one idea to the next. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, you should observe smooth transition, no? A smooth transition of thoughts you wanted to convey in your review, no? A good literature review is developed. Don't leave the story half told. No, hindi pwedeng bitin. No, hindi pwedeng bitin. Integrative. Your paper should stress how the ideas in the studies are related. You focus on the big picture. What commonality do all the studies share? How are some studies different from others? Your paper should stress how all the studies reviewed contribute to your topic. And finally, it should be current. Sabi ko nga, hindi pwede yung mga matatagal ng studies ang inyong i-review, no? Ang pinakaluma ay dapat ay year 2019. Your review should focus on work being done on the cutting edge of your topic. Okay, yan. So, palagay ko ay makakagawa na kayo ng chapter 2, no? Oh, sige. Pupunta sa library, titingnan ninyo yung mga ano ha. Oh, kung ayaw naman ninyong pumunta kahit diyan sa inyong bahay, maghanap ka diyan ng mga lumang libro, no? Tingnan mo kung ikaw ay may maisulat diyan sa iyong chapter 2. Hmm. Ngayon, paano gagawa ng topic outline? Oh, yun naman ang ating pag-usapan. Ha? Dahil ako meron pa dun sa babang naghihintay. Ha? Habang kayo ay iiwanan ko dito sa sa online, ay kayo'y gumawa. At wag naman ninyong ubusin ang oras ninyo. Ha? Dahil kailangan kayo may output. May output dapat kayo. Oh. So ito yung paggagawa ng chapter 2 o yung format, yung spacing, ito na yon. Nagawan ko na ng sample. O chapter 2, review of literature. This chapter presents blah blah blah. O bago magsimula ka sa conceptual literature. Yung conceptual literature, these are taken from books, no? Online resources, etc. Okay, these are not past studies. These are theories, concepts, and other pertinent information which will be used in your study. No, so ito yung example ng topic outline. No, ito yung example ng topic outline. Yan. So hindi dapat makita yung topic outline na word ha. O tatanggalin ninyo yan. Baka naman nakalagay pa din sa Example lang yan kaya kinulose ko siya, no? No. Para hindi makita muna. Yan. So dapat kung ikaw ay magdi-discuss, halimbawa ang topic mo is about energy. No. So yan, magagawa ka muna. Say sources of energy, yan solar, yan. May mga subtopic ka dito say wind, ocean thermal. Then meron kang main topic uli, number 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So kung ikaw ay nasa conceptual literature, ito yung magiging guide mo sa pagdi-discuss. Very important sa conceptual literature ang citation because everything ito ay hindi ninyo sariling words. Ito ay kinapture lang ninyo, no, sa mga books. Okay? No? Iiwasan na ninyo ang paglalagay ng history, no, dito sa conceptual literature. Example, design and development of coconut dehusking machine o conceptual literature, history of coconut. O, yun ang main topic mo agad. History of coconut. Ayaw kong makakita ng ganon. Ha? Sakaling ko kayo. Halimbawa, design and development of makapuno balls, making machine. No? Unang topic sa concept, history of makapuno. Isko. Bawal nang maglagay noon ha. Hindi dapat yun makikita dito. No, yung mga history. No, design and development of papaya grating machine for achara making. No, conceptual literature, history of papaya. Ha? Types of papaya, ayaw ko noon. May mga picture pa ng papaya, ayaw ko noon. No, hindi kailangan ng mga picture kung common knowledge. No, maglalagay lang kayo ng picture yung mga hindi pangkaraniwan. No, wag mo nang ilagay yung mga hydrochloric acid, minsan may naglalagay picture ng AutoCAD na symbol ng SolidWorks. Nakakahiya. No, nagiging cheap ang inyong research pagka ganun. No, picture ng kalaykay. No, hindi ko maintindihan bakit may kalaykay. No, picture ng suklay nakalagay sa literature review. Hindi ko alam kung bakit may suklay. No? Picture ng tasa. Hindi ko maintindihan. Picture ng kutsara. no? Picture ng kaserola, no? Magluluto pala ng ng pinindot, pinindot making machine, may kaserola eh. Kung na ilalagay yun, hindi dapat yun mapalagay sa inyong literature review. Yung importante lang, no? Yan. Pagdating naman dito sa figure number, yan, tinuruan ko na kayo kung ano yung figure number. Yan. Then, yung paggagawa ng table. Okay? And then, pag research literature naman, ito yung mga past studies na kailangan ninyo. Okay? And then, last component ay yung synthesis. Okay? As we discussed. You prepare the synthesis of all the literatures that have been reviewed, no, as part of your chapter 2. Yan. So, ganito dapat ang maging hitsura ha. Gagawa na kayo. Yan. So, magda-download muna. Maggagawa ng topic outline. Halimbawa, chili garlic oil. History of garlic. Ayaw ko noon. Design and development of chili garlic oil. No. Making machine. Conceptual literature. History of chili. History of garlic. Hindi pwede yun ha. History of casserole. Pati kaserola nilagyan na ng history, no. May picture pa 'yon, no. History ng chili, may picture. Different types of chili. Huwag na yung ilagay. No. Sili for sinigang, sili for caldereta, sili for lahat na. Wag lalagyan ng mga katawa-tawa at wag kalagyan ng mga hindi nararapat. No, make it concise. No, make it integrative. No, sabi nga a good literature should be developed completely. No? Gawa. Ako'y naroon naman, ako'y pupunta naman dun sa baba at may presentation. O kalahati. O almak. Wala nang approval ngayon. Hindi ako nag-a-approve sa online. Kayo tinatanong ko kayo nung last meeting, sino pa ang walang topic, walang naimik? Bakit kapag ka nasa online lagi gusto magpa-approve? No? Kayo pati, wag ninyong gamitin yung ibang oras ko, no? Sa inyong klase, no? Meron sadya tayong oras ng consultation. Hindi anytime na gusto ninyo magpa-consult, ay kayo ay i-entertain ko ha. Ay ako naman hindi pa naliban sa klase ninyo. Ako'y pagka nasa klase, tanong ako ng tanong, sino ang wala pang wala namang naimik. Ay di ibig sabihin, may topic na lahat. May mga nagso-surface pang ganito. Kaya hindi ko maintindihan. Akala ko kayo kompleto na ang advisor, kompleto na ang topic. Meron pa palang wala. Paano kayo magpipresent ng chapter 1? Wala kayong marka sa chapter 1. Kasama sa syllabus yan, assignment yan, presentation and critiquing of chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. Kaya sinasabi ko sa inyo, diniscuss ko ngayon ang paggagawa ng chapter 2. Sa sunod na meeting natin, presentation na ng chapter 2. Bakit ka kayo ay ganyan? Hindi kayo umimik pagka nasa klase at kayo ay tinatanong naman kayo, hindi na mai-English. Bago ngayon, sa kasikal ng pagpapa-approve na naririnig sa online. Ayaw naman pupunta sa school at kung gusto lagi nasa bahay. Tingnan natin kung kayo makatapos ng ganyang padali ninyo. Gawa kayo ng chapter 2.